Welcome, student. Myself Mudit Sharma from the Department of Mechanical Engineering. We already discussed in our previous video lecture the selection of melting furnaces, and in previous lecture I am talk about cupola furnaces, its construction and working, and its different zone. Now today I am going to discuss some other furnaces like crucible, arc furnace, induction furnace, etc., which are very important as our exam point of view. So now I am going to discuss crucible furnace. What is crucible furnace? It is most suited for the small foundries and can be designed for the melting any metal. It consists of the following two main type: pit and tilting. In pit type, it is suited the melt the metal easily. These are fixed wholly or partly in the ground, from which crucible must be lifted when the metal is ready. You can see in the schematic diagram the crucible furnaces. Okay. In crucible, what is crucible? Crucible is nothing. It is a heat resisting pot for metal melting and made of fire clay mixed with the coke, dust or graphite. It is placed in a pit in the floor. This furnace is usually fired with the sufficient coke being a pack around and above the crucible pot to melt and superheat the charge without recoking. The natural draught is provided by the tall chimney and it is controlled by means of the loose brake. Next one is tilting type. What do you mean by tilting type? This type of furnace is built above the ground level and contain a firmly fixed crucible. The furnace is fired with coke or oil or gas. When the metal is charged is ready for pouring, the whole furnace is tilted. That's why we call tilting crucible furnace. For the metals of high melting point, clay crucible are used for the low melting point metal such as zinc base or aluminum cast iron, etc. I hope you will understand the crucible furnace. Now, next is our electric arc furnace. Okay, what is electric furnace? This is usually especially where rigid control over the temperature and analysis is required. So it is best for the all type of metal and alloy. Okay, what is the working principle? Charge is melted by the heat generated from an electric arc, high power consumption, but electric arc furnace can be designed for high melting capacity. It is used primarily melting for melting steel. There are two types arc furnace, like direct or indirect. In direct arc furnaces, it consists of round or bowl shape carbon hearth with a roof supporting one or more carbon electrode. Okay, in this type of furnace, the current which strike arc with the metal, because here the direct contact between the metal and electrode. This type furnace can either stationary or made to tilt. The roof is usually so made that it can be removed for charging purpose. What is the capacity of direct furnace? Its production work varies 3 to 10 ton and best suited for laboratory work, very small quantity. The common advantage of this furnace are high melting rate, high pouring temperature and excellent control. Now next classification is indirect. In indirect furnace, there is no properly contact with electrode and metals which we wants to melt or molten state. In this furnace, we use for melting all type of metallic alloy, but especially useful in the production of copper base alloy. It consists of the horizontal cylinder line with refractory material with two electrodes on the horizontal axis. An arc is struck between the electrode and the center of the furnace. The arc does not come in contact with the metal to be melted. This furnace is designed to give a rocking motion melting process. I hope you will understand all the direct arc or indirect arc furnaces. Now, this is the another kind of arc furnace, that is name is induction furnace. What is induction furnace? It is a tilting furnace and used mostly for the melting of non-ferrous metal. Heat is generated by the resistance offered and induced current set up with the metal in the furnace. When an alternating current is supplied to the primary coil of a transformer which is built with the furnace, this induces a current to pass through the liquid metal in the channel which acts as a secondary coil of the transformer. The force is set up by the current in the secondary circuit and induce the metal in the channel to heat up, circulate through the both metal. We can understand by this formula what is the working principle. We know that H equals to I square R T. So here I is the current, R is the resistance and T is the time. Okay. So on the induction principle, this furnace is work. So now for your better understanding, I am adding some animated videos of different furnaces. Okay, I hope you will understand these furnaces. If you have any issue or doubt, you can contact me. Thank you so much.
Today we will discuss about electric arc furnace or electric arc process for converting iron ore into good quality steel. It is used for making carbon steel or ferrous steel from scrap iron. Pig iron, iron carbide is melted and converted into high quality steel. Limestone is used as a flux and electrodes are used for creating arc. Now we see the working of electric arc furnace. Firstly, we will discuss about parts of the electric arc furnace. We have a combustion chamber in which iron ore will be melted. It is covered from the upper side. This is furnace cell and these are the refractory lining for resisting heat transfer. These are the electrodes for creating arc. These electrodes are of graphite. Now what will happen? Upper cover will be removed and iron ore particles will be charged into the combustion chamber or into the furnace. These are the iron, scrap and limestone particles. Then electrodes will be inserted into the combustion chamber and this will be covered by the upper cover. These electrodes are connected with the power supply and when power supply will be on, these electrodes will create an arc and produce a heating effect in the chamber. This heating effect will produce heat and convert iron ore into good quality steel with a layer of slag. These layer of slag will be removed and good quality steel will be separated from the impurities. So this is the process of electric arc furnace. Thank you for seeing this video. For more updated videos, you can subscribe me on my channel Learn and Grow. Thank you. Today we will discuss about induction furnace parts and its working. When high voltage electric source from a primary coil induce a low voltage high current in the metal, is called induction. Metal will get heat by this principle is also called electromagnetic induction, and melting of metal takes place. Now we see the parts and working of induction furnace. We have induction furnace chamber. These are the refractory lining for resisting heat losses. There are copper coils which are connected with the AC power supply, and electrically conducting metal will enter in the induction furnace chamber. Then AC power source will give supply to these copper coils. These copper coils will start giving current to the metal. Then magnetic field lines will generate, and by the electromagnetic induction, metal will get heat and convert into the molten metal. So this is the working of induction furnace. With the help of induction, we can melt a metal or we can heat a metal on a required temperature. Thank you for seeing this video. For more updated videos, you can subscribe me on my channel Learn and Grow. Thank you.